Good morning. We're in the bivouac of the final stage, and today's section is going to be a marathon, which is sure to be full of suspense. Let's go and find out what some of the runners are thinking about this day ahead. Good morning, Michael. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. So what are your thoughts on today's section?
I think everyone's excited to be here. I think even though it seems like a long section, I think it's totally manageable compared to what we've done. And I think everyone just needs to repeat the same processes that have led them to success in the past.
It's interesting that you would say that because I heard you speaking earlier about the mental process. What can you tell us your thoughts?
Everyone's going to be a little different. Joe here in my tent he's on the pro level, so he has a totally different mental process of trying to go full tilt the whole time, whereas someone like me, I'm just aiming to complete it along with most other people on the race. So I think that a commonality is control what you can control and don't worry about the rest.
Okay, and so is this your first race?
It is, yeah. It's a first ever race of any kind. Haven't ever run a 5K, marathon, anything like that. Even though I've probably done those distances, I've never done an official race of any sort.
Excellent. Well, we're on the final stage, so it looks like you're managing quite well, your mental and physical. So we will see you at the finish line. Thank you so much for your time, Michael.
Thank you.
Rendezvous at the start line, and we'll see you at CP1. We are at CP1. The race took off this morning in 2 waves, the first wave and then the second wave 1 hour later with the top 200 runners. While we're waiting for them to come through, let's go and talk to Greta, a race marshal, to find out exactly how this is organized and what is the role of a checkpoint on a race like this. Good morning, Greta.
Good morning, Anne-Marie.
Greta, can you tell me a little bit about this checkpoint? I know that you're a checkpoint controller. Let's walk around and you can show me a little bit about how it's all set up. Shall we go?
Yeah, sure. Here are our land, and we are waiting for the runners to come to see us. When they are coming to our corridor, right, we are giving them some bottle of water. So 1 or 2 bottles, it depends of different checkpoints. And we are writing their arrival time, right, just to double check their time, yeah, and that's our job.
So that's your job, and are you enjoying your job?
Yeah, I'm enjoying my job so much. I really love to be here and in the desert. It's so wonderful, and I feel very, very lucky.
We saw what was happening over there, but we also have 2 tents over here, or a couple tents over here, actually 3 tents. Can you tell me a bit about these tents?
Yes, of course. So on the right side, we have 3 tents for the runners where they can have a rest or eat and enjoy a bit of shadow. And on the left side, we have the doctor's tent where the runners can go to see them if they have some problems and yeah.
Greta, thank you so much for your time and for the work that you're doing.
Thank you very much.
From one desert to another, let's discover the portrait of Donia from Australia.
My name is Donia. I live in Australia, and currently we are in an amazing scenery. It feels like a film set for Marathon des Sables in Morocco, somewhere in the Sahara. I suffered from postnatal depression and my husband kindly gave me a one-on-one with a coach, and I started in the gym doing a little triathlon, then I did a bigger triathlon, and then a bigger triathlon. So for me, I was watching TV one day and I saw a program about this, Marathon des Sables, and it inspired me, more particular that it is in Morocco. The event just seems fantastically well run, but also the self-sufficiency. I'm just going to try and push myself a little bit more and see how I go, being dependent on, I guess, the environment around me, but for Donia. I'm really looking forward to just getting to that checkpoint, but knowing the journey that we've come through is it's been challenging, but yeah, worth it. I think everybody here, you know, even out on the course, we just want to see everybody achieve the goal. So for us every day, we're caring for one another. It's pushing people mentally, you know? But I just believe I can do it. I know I can, and everybody can, and I feel sad for people who have left. But I'm so grateful to be here. I really, really, truly am. Checkpoint 5. We did it. I'm very, very proud. It's so much cooler. What a surprise to have these seats here. It's incredible. I feel like I'm at the beach at night. I just need a pina colada, then all will be good. It's such a big thing, you know, it's a big thing to train for this and to spend time away from your family. I miss them so much, but I'm so happy because the organisation allow you to bring family in. So my husband and daughter, they will come here, so I'm very excited to see them. I miss them. And they will help me get across the line, yeah.
Let's look back at the best images of this last day of racing. And the adventure ends with Ian Corliss. Ian, we're here at the finish line, and you've seen the first women and the first men come through. Who were the first women?
Marilyn came in. She looked very, very good. Obviously very happy to finish. Tomomi, always smiling, very, very, very happy. And then Aziza.
Excellent. And for the men?
Mohammed came in with a really big gap. I thought
Really?
actually it would be closer than this, so he's really secured his victory this year, which is great to see. And then we had all the top contenders coming in. Actually, Matthew Blanchard got lost in the dunes.
No!
So he was a little bit confused when he got here. He said that he'd actually run 44 kilometers rather than 42.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And in this heat, talking about the heat, do you think this has been the hottest stage today?
It's difficult to say because I've been sitting on the finish line, so I tend to feel the heat a little bit more, but there's quite a strong wind as well. It's certainly been very hot.
And what are your impressions on the overall course?
I think it's been a tough year. Many parts of the course have been used before, and they're regulars, and in themselves they're great, beautiful, hard in places, but I think the combination of that and the heat has made this a very, very difficult edition.
Thank you, Ian. Do you have any last words for us?
Come to the next edition.
And speaking of that, coming to the next edition, if you liked what you saw throughout these editions and throughout the Finishers Show, this could be yours next year. We'll see you then.